Hi guys, so I'm going to read Flash Comics number 89, the Flash and Hawkman stories. So this will be in the 1940s DC Comics playlist, the Flash playlist, and the Hawkman playlist. So Flash Comics, introducing the Thorn, the Flash's newest opponent. At police headquarters, an invisible whirlwind brings in the Addo Gang, surrendering! They must be hunted! Look at them! Yow! Let go! The whirlwind slows up to reveal the Flash, fastest man alive. They're hunted, all right, by the Flash. Some customers for your renovated cells, Sergeant. As the Addo Gang is locked up, and the Flash is about to exit. Just a minute, Flash. There's a call for you on this wire. Wonder who it could be. Imagine. Some female called name of the Thorn. Says she's robbing the Midtown Bank at this very moment. Suddenly, a brazen clamor breaks through the laughter. And ring, 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 ring. We just got a special over the wire. The Midtown Bank is being robbed. As prowl cars rush to the scene, looks like the laugh is on me for thinking that phone call came from a crank. I'll hustle over to the bank. Maybe I can get there before the crooks make their getaway. A moment later, at the Midtown Bank, there they are! I'm still in time! The speed of the fastest man alive tosses thugs together, like straws in the wind. Help! Earthquake! Run for your life! There's a twister coming this way! Wonder which one of them called me up. Well, I'll soon find out. Now, which one of you thought it would be a good joke to call me at the police station and warn me you were going to rob this bank? And mimicking a woman at that.
I did, and I'm no mimic.
The voice on the telephone. To the Flash's amazement, what looks like a green whirlwind advances toward him. Who are you?
Touch me, and you'll see, if you're not afraid.
I've tackled tougher crooks than you. As the Scarlet Speedster's arms close around the green whirlwind, he is stung violently. Ow! And hurled backward. Ugh!
By now, Flash, you must have guessed who I am.
Before the Flash's wavering gaze, the green whirlwind slows up to reveal
the Thorn. I didn't mean to play rough, but you got in my way. Now, what do you think you're doing?
Making sure we'll continue this delightful conversation. In jail. The dazed Flash hangs on grimly as you might as well stop intimidating a whirlwind dervish. I won't let go.
No? Ha 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 ha! Now that I've proved to myself that I'm your master, you hold no fears for me.
Flash's eyes can hardly focus on the spinning Thorn, who seems to loom closer and closer.
Good. Bye, Flash.
Suddenly, the spinning stops, and Flash's bewildered gaze falls upon.
Flash, are you hurt?
The Thorn! What happened to the Thorn? I held her, only to lose her. Who are you?
The Thorn's sister, Rose. I followed her from the jungles of Tashmi. I'm too late. I'm always too late.
Tashmi? Wasn't that where Professor Hollis was conducting his secret botanical experiments?
Yes, my sister and I were helping him. We were his lab assistants. It seemed like the chance of a lifetime to serve science. When are we going to start research work, Professor?
Now!
Professor Hollis gave me a jungle rose to dissect.
Study this rose until it becomes as familiar to you as your own face, until you discover the secret of its haunting beauty, its honeyed scent.
And my sister he gave.
Here is a jungle thorn. Find out why nature made it an outcast. Hostile, dangerous, cursed.
From the first, the thorn held a fascination for my sister.
Look out! You'll hurt yourself handling the thorn with your bare hands.
Don't worry, I don't mind the hurt at all. The professor and I were so absorbed in our work that it was a sudden shock to us to see how much my sister had grown to resemble the thorn she was studying. Why are you staring at me that way? Suddenly, she turned on me. I hate you. Hate your sweet, cloying, sickening look. You scratched me. Ha 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 ha.
Rose, if I hadn't seen it with my own eyes, I would have said your arm was scratched by a thorn, not by your sister.
Oh, no, no. That night, my sister vanished into the jungles. Soon after, the natives were terrified by a cruel witch they called.
The thorn! She is coming! Flee! Help!
It was impossible to catch the thorn. She had become a mocking, stinging, cruel phantom. I trailed her from the jungles to civilization, hoping desperately to reach her, but to no avail. Today was the nearest I ever got to her, but...
Don't worry. You'll see her again. Taking Rose to Joan Williams' apartment.
But the thorn, my sister, I must look for her.
It's too dangerous. That will be my job now. You'll stay with Joan. Meanwhile, you'll be safe here.
Trust the Flash, Rose. He'll find her.
As darkness falls, an amazing transformation takes place in the seclusion of Rose's room.
I wonder what Flash would think if he knew the rose and the thorn are one.
While the Scarlet Crusader covers the city in a fruitless search for the thorn addresses a gangland meeting at a secret hideout in the woods.
I don't have to tell you the greatest supply of diamonds the world has ever known is being secretly shipped to this country.
So what? Even if we know how it was coming over, or where, or when, Flash would stop us.
Leave it to me. I've got a plan that will make the Flash himself supply all the answers to this job, without his knowing it.
Soon after, at a secret meeting at police headquarters. Well, Flash, now you know everything there is to know about the diamond shipment. You certainly took precautions, Chief, and I'll keep an eye on it, as he suggested. As the Flash leaves headquarters, his every move is watched. And then, in a deserted street, the Thorn!
I hear you've been looking for me.
Before the Flash can move, a rain of thorns is hurled at him.
Well, here I am.
And the fastest man alive is pinned to the fence.
I know all about the diamond shipment, so don't run yourself ragged trying to stop me. You can't.
Vibrating faster than the eye can see, the Flash whirls free of the thorns.
The Flash! Gone!
Don't worry. I wouldn't think of leaving you, Thorn. As the thorn stabs him with invisible barbs.
Your voice tells me where you are, Flash. Here's something to remember me by.
No! Spinning into a green whirlwind again, the thorn leaves.
See you at the diamond shipment, Flash.
By the time the Flash looks up, not a sign of what she hit me with. Well, I can't stop to figure that out now. I'm heading for that diamond shipment. Speeding to the waterfront. The Thorn can't possibly know where the diamonds are hidden. She's probably trying to get me to lead her to it. Well, she can't trail me if I'm invisible. The world's fastest man plunges through the water with such speed that... Look at that wake! Think it's a loose torpedo? Maybe a sub? Flash's journey ends at a sand barge where... Hold your fire, men! It's the Flash! Everything all right? The diamonds are resting safe and sound under the sand. No one will find them. But an hour later, pointing like an arrow at the barge, look! So that's what the Thorn threw at me. Invisible acorns that fell off me as I ran. I left a perfect trail behind me. When they became visible. A moment later, a plane dives at the barge and... Before the stunned men aboard the barge can react, the Thorn!
Thanks for leading me here, Flash. Now I'll show you how the Thorn can really sting.
The exploding Thorn hurls the Flash off his feet and showers him with sand. Coming to, Flash finds himself buried in sand. What?
Goodbye, Flash. I'll keep this bag of diamonds to remember you by.
A moment later. I've opened the seacocks. The barge is sinking. Good. Here come our boats. Heading out to sea.
We should be contacting our plane soon.
You sure proved to be a thorn in the Flash's side, Thorn. But to the gangsters' dismay, they are stopped by the Scarlet Speedster, kicking up a solid wall of wind in front of them. What's stopping us? It's nothing you can say.
Anything stopping you that you can't see must be the Flash. He must have whirled out of that sand trap. But I'm not through yet.
Diving under the invisible wall, the Thorn swims toward...
An ocean liner. I've beaten the Flash after all. I'll stow away and take it over when we're far enough out to sea, not to be bothered by him.
But as the Thorn makes her way up the towering side, using suction thorns as climbing holds...
The Flash! My men must already be defeated!
Hurling a dynamite Thorn at the Flash... BAM! But the Thorn loses hold and... As the Thorn hits the water, the impact explodes the rest of the dynamite Thorns. The explosion is felt underwater by the Flash. Rising to the surface. Lucky I was underwater. It cushioned the explosion. Not a sign of the Thorn. Well, I guess I'll have to tell Rose about her sister. Later, when the Flash reverts to her other identity as Jay Garrick, the Flash's message was, there was no sign of the Thorn.
Perhaps it was for the best. Yes, I suppose so. But she was my sister.
Flash, keep your eye on the rose. Where there is a rose, a Thorn is not far away. Be sure to follow the adventures of the Flash in every issue of Flash Comics. Hawkman, an amazing criminal, leaps into the headlines with a dexterity that defies the laws of gravity and society at the same time, when he defies Hawkman and Hawkgirl as well. However, that's when the story takes some dangerous turns. We give you The Crimes of the Acrobat. Recess in the big house.
How you getting out tomorrow, Gip?
Sure, Pete. That's because I'm smarter than the rest of the boys. The law got me on an income tax rap, not murder. Look at Big Knife Turner up there. Organized a big mob of rough and tumble crooks. But Big Knife wasn't smart, see? And he...
Strike three! You're out! But I'm different, Pete. I'm smart. Remember when crime was big stuff because we were ahead of the law? Ha ha ha! These choppers make the cops look sick. Their rods ain't got the chance against us. And we had weapons that outclassed the cops. Remember what we could do with the pineapple? That'll teach him a lesson. Next time he'll pay up for protection. But the coppers wised up. They also started carrying Tommy guns. And even tear gas. But worse than that. Look, boss! Hawkman and Hawkgirl!
Get him, or we're cooked!
We're going to wrap you boys up and deliver you to the law.
Look out! They're tricking us!
Look! Hawkman trapped the bank robbers.
But for Hawkman, the boys would have escaped. That's what we need. Someone to top Hawkman.
Yeah, but where are you gonna get a guy like that?
Several weeks later, Carter Hawkman Hall takes Shiera to the circus.
It's the aerial act, Carter. We're right on time.
Arrow's up next. Just wait till you'll see him. They say he almost flies. Arrow goes on. And now Arrow will perform his most difficult feat, ladies and gentlemen. A triple somersault through the air to the rope you see yonder. There he goes. Quiet.
Look! He didn't come down! Arrow vanished! What an act! Some trick, eh?
What happened to him? That was quite a trick, wasn't it, Carter?
If it was only a trick, it's better than the Indian rope stunt, but I'm not so sure it was a trick. Next day, so the Daily Bugle, Aerial Ace vanishes under Big Top. Disappearance of star acrobat puzzles nation. Circus officials claim Arrow simply didn't come down. Soon after, there's the crook! Say, it's Arrow, the acrobat!
Ha ha! Now I make the great leap.
Got you, boss.
Nice diamond, boys. Now let's beat it.
Other crimes follow. Arrow the acrobat. That's the 5th job he's pulled this week. He's a slick article. Arrow had his reasons for disappearing.
Compliments of Arrow the Acrobat. P.S. Thanks for leaving the safe loaded with dough. Ha 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 ha.
Meanwhile, at the Carter Hall mansion, it's time we got busy, Hawkgirl. The acrobat is terrorizing the city.
Let's go, Hawkman.
Out over an ominously dark night, 2 winged creatures make their way. First, we'll circle the city. At that moment,
Wonder why Arrow the Acrobat intends to murder me. I never saw him except in the circus.
Crooks are always threatening to kill district attorneys, Chief.
The Acrobat wouldn't dare carry out his threat to murder you.
We're on the 8th floor. There's only one elevator. It's run by policemen, and we've got this whole floor covered. You've got nothing to worry about, Mr. D.A. The acrobat wouldn't stand a chance. Besides, how would he get in?
Too bad you'll never live to know why I singled you out for death. Ha 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 ha!
Oh!
a second later,
The cops heard those shots. They'll be here soon. We better get away in a hurry.
and in the air,
Gunshots. Coming from down there. Come on!
great guns! Look, the acrobat and his whole troop.
Hold it, boys. We've got an audience now. And they need our special attention. Been expecting to meet you, Hawkman. The smoke bomb will hide our movements from Hawkman. Hurry, boys, while our feathered friends waste time looking for us.
They must be in there.
No time to wait for the police.
Let's go.
Inside the deserted theater,
Got him! It was a cinch!
later,
You were better at the circus, Arrow. These phony tricks won't get you anywhere. Arrow could never accomplish what I've done. Gip Haynes. That's why you threatened the DA. He's the man who sent you up. Yes. I snagged Arrow from the big top that night with a rigged net. Then after I forced him to teach me all his stunts, I killed him. And now I'll show you one of my better stunts before I depart for the night's work. Hoist him up, boys. Let's see how you like flying without your wings, Hawkman. We're gonna meet the 11 o'clock express and relieve the baggage coach of some valuable cargo. So long for now, and forever. I happen to know a little about acrobatics myself. I need momentum. Have to swing harder.
Hawkman, look out!
Now for these ropes. I can cut them on the broken glass.
and
For a moment I thought you were a goner. That was some stunt.
And to get you loose, so we can go after Gip Rains.
meanwhile, nearing the train,
Tell the pilot to drop us lower.
Check, boss!
The law's got to get up early to catch us. The law does get up early, Acrobat. He can't be. I'll make sure of you. This time, Hawkman. I wouldn't bet on it if I were you, Gip. Since you like acrobatics, try my own special flip over.
Don't let us fall! We give up!
Seems as if they lost their taste for acrobatics. Let's drop these boys at headquarters, Hawk Girl.
later,
Gip and his mob are in the big house again.
And that's the end of the Acrobat. I hope.
more high-flying adventures with Hawkman in every issue of Flash Comics. So I hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you could like, comment, and subscribe, that'd be appreciated. If you have any requests you want me to do, just let me know in the comments, and I'll tell you when I can do the request. Thank you all for watching, and I'll see you guys later.